join a space and you must talk.
Oh, no, don't make Mr. Nemo go away. I'm always happy when I see him.
Okay, so I'm going to
He
put the
could be
live
good.
stream up in a second, and you'll be able to see it. And we're going to go through some of the things that I do. And for anyone who has Pixio,
Okay, so I'm going to
this is really good because I'm going to post this live stream later because it's people don't know about this feature. And so, hold on one second, guys. Let me put up the live stream. Later, because it's people don't know about this. Okay, so I'm gonna send it in the live chat in our chat room. That should work. Hold on.
But we want Mr. Nemo to be able to see it too. I'll send him the link.
I'm gonna post it here too, so everyone can watch it.
Good.
It'll be like a party. Okay, now hold on. Because I always mess this up, so let's not mess it up today. For some reason, anytime I do spaces stuff, I mess up everything. Okay, do you see? No, you don't. That was wrong. So dumb. Okay, here we go. Because I always mess okay, you guys should see live stream. Not mess it up today. Maybe. Yes. Rangi, yes. For some reason, anytime I do spaces stuff, I mess up everything.
Yeah,
okay,
I see
do
it.
you see? No, you don't. That was wrong.
Okay, is it clear for everyone?
Dumb. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys should see live stream. Not mess it up today. Maybe. Yes. Okay, perfect. So, and I'm gonna check the audio. I mess up everything.
Yeah,
okay,
I see
do
it.
you see? No, you don't. That was wrong.
Okay, is it clear for
Okay,
everyone?
cool. Okay, so this, what you're seeing on the live stream, it's funny. Now I want to show you, but it actually came out really cool. Okay,
Look at this. Totally
and I'm gonna check
crazy.
the audio. I don't know if you see that. Do you see that?
No, you don't.
Because I opened it up
Okay,
and you
is
don't
it
see it.
clear
Okay,
for
cool.
everyone?
Okay, so this, what you're seeing on the live stream,
Fine. Now I want to show you.
but it actually came out really cool. Okay,
Look at this. Totally
and I'm gonna check the
crazy.
audio. Okay, you do see that. I don't know if you see that. Do you see that?
So yeah, this
I just made. I was testing a new update. It actually came out insane. Do you see this, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It's so crazy. So crazy.
Totally crazy.
I'm just like, how in the world is it just doing this?
You didn't
So yeah,
even
this
prompt
I just
all of
made.
it?
I was testing a new update. It actually came out insane.
It went
Do you see this, Frankie?
completely out of control.
It's so crazy.
But I just was doing some tests and they're coming out
I'm
so
just like,
crazy.
how in the world? It's just today, this model. It's just me testing some updates.
I just made.
No, really good. It actually came out insane.
It went completely out of control.
You got people to fight.
I know.
How did you do
But
that?
I just was doing some tests and they're coming out so crazy.
How in the world? It's just today.
And like this is out of control.
Is this with Omni?
No, this is regular.
Really?
Yeah, Gabe, I made a button called Chinese button to help. It's the best.
And like this is out of control.
But this is so cinematic, it's literally blowing my mind. No, this is regular.
I gotta like, look at your prompts. I gotta get
Yeah,
some prompts to
Gabe,
help
I
me
made a
figure out what I'm
button
doing
called
wrong.
Chinese button to help.
And it's just so good. And Nick used it yesterday. Made like nature documentary, which we have to make another one tonight.
So cinematic.
Wait, one second.
No, I was gonna ask Frankie, what is she trying to make? What are you
I
trying to
need
do?
to grab something, but fuck trying to
I have
It's
two
just so good.
characters
And
that part
Nick
of our
used it
game.
yesterday.
Actually, this is an
Made
account
like
we've
nature
actually had.
documentary, which
Two of them are walking
we have to
through
make
a
another one
swampy
tonight.
forest. There's swampy, there's a thicket ahead, there's a human-sized crevice in it.
I need to grab something, but fuck trying to
Silhouette, a character they've been trying to hunt. He's there, he steps out, one of them raises their bows, the other one raises their staff, two of them steps out, walks out of the forest.
You won't get away!
I have wasted, but not wasted. I have used so many credits trying to get them done. It does all these crazy.
So one thing I noticed is that what you're looking for doesn't seem like it's action heavy.
So I don't think you get moderated, which is a bonus. And I think you already have a set of characters that you want to use. So character consistency is something that can easily be accomplished. And just kind of taking the bits and pieces and spacing it out so it's not jam packed. Because yes, you can jam pack a prompt to have so many things occur, but in your case, it seems more, you just need some consistency and that storytelling, the bits and pieces and spacing it out so it's not jam packed. Yes, you can jam pack a prompt to have so many things occur, but in your case, it seems more.
So it's not just there's a few settings I'm gonna show you, but like there's edit video too, and it's like hit or miss, but it's really cool. But this, what you're looking at right here right now, this prompt was Journey of Magic. Look at the action in 1 second. So it's not
Journey of Magic. I don't even know what's going on here. It's so crazy.
like there's edit video too, and it's like hit or miss. And then like when I was making the little short film, it was just blowing my mind. Was this clip? Journey of Magic. What? Action.
It's one whole clip. It's so
I don't even
crazy.
know what's going on here. It's so crazy.
But there are going to be something that wants where there is fighting. Like,
And then like when I was
kicking
making
T-Rex or things
the
like
little
that,
short
or
film,
the battle. So there will be times when I want to do those kinds of things as well.
Yeah.
I'm just,
It's
And
one whole
with
clip.
this one though, I don't know how you prompt, but look at how I prompt. So these are the images that were used. Look how they're done.
Well, that is actually a really good question, Frankie. How are you prompting? Are you are you using AI and machine, or are you using the prompt optimizer, or are you just crafting your own?
So these are the images that were used. Look how they're done.
Well, that is actually a really good question, Frankie. How are you prompting?
ChatGPT to help
Are
me,
you
and then I was bringing those
are you
into
using AI and
Pro.
machine?
And then
Using the prompt optimizer, or are you just crafting
I
your
didn't
own?
even notice it was up there.
So these are the
That
images
didn't like
that were used.
I ended up having the same kind of problems using the prompts that built in to and then I was Pixio and then found out you have machine Ross like you have machine machine. I haven't had a chance to actually even do anything there using the prompts from the machine, so that's I've been feeling that's gonna be better. So I haven't had a chance to do that. So and then
Yeah, it's
and then and please note that like ChatGPT always says, well, I can tell you're frustrated. I'm not frustrated. I just really want to know how to do it. So I just like
yeah, I mean,
I understand it's a learning curve. And people have been doing this for
it's not the
years.
learning curve. It's that what I find as like it's
And
the
then-
way to really use this stuff is I use machine to look up everything about the model.
Right. And that's
So latest updates of the model or recent ways, it can pull Reddit, it can pull like lessons that are online and like documents and docs, and then compile it for you. And ChatGPT just simply cannot use that. Is I use machine to look up everything about the model.
My machine is really
So
big,
latest
so, yeah,
updates of the model or recent
like
ways,
obviously
it can pull Reddit, it can pull
and
like lessons that are online and like documents and docs, and then compile it for you. And ChatGPT just simply cannot use that.
A variety of things, right? So like in machine, you do have OpenAI, you do have Claude, you have all these other models. So really, what's up to you, and what gives you the best output. But you just have to remember that creativity and that storytelling, that taste. Really gets brought out by the humans, right? So AI can assist, can provide those ideas, but I wouldn't just totally take it for fully and then just hope that and that story.
and that's something
Really gets brought out by the humans, right? So AI can provide those ideas, but I wouldn't just totally take it fully and then just hope that.
always things that think about pay attention to at least And even anime, things I watch like that, it's like, oh, look at the camera angle on this. I don't know how to do that for vocabulary, but that's something which can be honest. But it's like it's years of experience, like something that people have who didn't actually finish the picture. Maybe what they want, what they can get out of this is will probably be incredible. Even anime, things I watch like that.
It's true. I mean, I didn't prompt all this. This was a video agent, but this scene specifically, I wanted him to walk through the monster because he's like a shade, and it happened. It's crazy. Look, it like fully understood the assignment. It's true. I mean, I didn't. The guy was gonna try and help her, and then he walked right through him to her. And I couldn't get this.
And this is
well, I couldn't get this at a regular C-Dance Pro. I had to wait like an hour to get this out of Harmony. It was too violent. Like, it was violent. The guy was going to try and help her, and then he walked right through him to her. And I couldn't get this.
So that's why there's 2 rounds.
Exactly. I got flagged.
So I know someone who
like
wants
an hour
to
to get this out of Harmony.
It
was too violent.
Can't get that done. It sounds like this could get done or not.
Yeah, and I was literally with the team, with Alisher, and I did this generation, again, my favorite generation ranking, Animated Journey in Magic.
It's so adorable. It's like,
and he told me that this is literally copyrighted content.
it's weird.
Yeah, and I was literally with the team. I did this. I cannot believe this model is doing it. It's replicating perfect IP. Animated Journey. This is why people are freaking out. And he told me that this is literally regular. No, C-Dance 2 Pro. Yeah, I literally. It's not regular. C-Dance 2 regular doesn't exist. Especially Pro has perfect IP. This is why people are freaking out. Yeah, and like this was a magical outlook. This is what it gave me. No, C-Dance 2 Pro. It's very interesting what it understands from where. Like, I was on TikTok and I saw this, and I was like, yeah, I could do that in C-Dance. Yeah. And like this was logged into Pixio, did this prompt, 5 minutes. What it gave me. It looks identical to what's trending. This has like 5 million views on Instagram and TikTok. And so you could pump these out all day. Alton, you should do it. Just make a new TikTok account and just make like 50 of these videos of different haircuts using C-Dance. 5 minutes. You have Pixio, you have plenty of credits. You're Nick's brother. Like 5 million views. And then tag us. And so you could pump these out all day. Alton, you should do it. It's just crazy. Like, this video is so realistic that you would definitely be fooled. It doesn't look. It looks like a parrot, brother. And if you look up and then tag a real trend, people are really getting lots of views from this stuff. It's just crazy. I mean, this video is so realistic. No, I'm pretty sure it's AI. I think it's real. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's the problem. I don't know anymore. I even did like animation. It's so funny. It's about running out of tokens. It's so relatable. And everything, every thought, everything you say, every word costs you a token. No, I'm pretty sure it's AI. It's real. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore. That's the problem. I don't know anymore. I even did like animation. It's so funny. It's about running out of tokens. It's just so crazy. And everything, every thought, everything. And even with Sarah's trash man, like, it's so good. Like, this is so unbelievable. That it did this in one shot. It listened to every scene, everything I said in the prompt perfectly. That's crazy. And everything, every thought, and even the Sarah Jackson, like, it's so good. Like, it's so when I share pages that have a link, those pages that you see the prompt. So most things that I share come with the prompt. Everything I said in the prompt perfectly. It's just so wild. Some of these shots are just so great. Like, this is the first video agent test. Look at this. I was blown away. The first time I turned it on, I was like, no, things that I share come with the prompt. No, it does it all by itself. You don't get it does all of it by itself. Some of these shots are just so great. Like, this was the video agent. I was like, get out of here. This is crazy. The first time I turned it on, I
was like,
This was me testing the video to see, like, does it really understand cinema?
No,
It really does.
It does it all by itself.
It's pretty crazy.
It does all of it by itself.
Okay, I gotta get up to speed on this stuff.
This was the video agent. I was like,
And this was just from me testing with the video agent for the first time, where it's like I've not found it. And then it made like some really interesting ones. This was also the video agent. This was what's cool about the video agent is it could make like these vertical style videos that are really doing well on TikTok. So like this is completely made from the video agent. I had nothing to do with it.
really interesting one. This was also the video agent.
It's crazy. It took 3 elements and it made the video agent an insanely realistic video.
Vertical style videos that were really doing well on TikTok. So like this is completely made from the video.
And this was like the first test. And then I made this, which everyone loves. Apparently, it took 3 elements. This is the video agent. An insanely realistic video. But I didn't render all the scenes. I just chose one scene. And then this was also a video agent. And the difference is what's going on. It's so good. And then I made, it's got the scenes, it's got the direction, it's got the switching, it's got everything. And because it's powered by C-Dance, it's extremely powerful. And this was also a video agent. And the difference, like, honestly, like, my understanding of what you can do is changing. It's got the direction, it's got the switching, it's got everything. And because it is crazy, I'm not gonna even lie. Like, it's wild. Like these videos, I don't even know how Tom Holland ended up in my prompt. Like my understanding of what you can do is interesting. No, the first scene was just Spider-Man. It is crazy. I don't know how that happened. Like it's wild. Like these videos, that's what's crazy about this model. Like in my prompt. These are wild generations.
Did you put these things together?
No, the first scene was just. Oh, I didn't do this. The AI did that.
You did that, okay.
No, the AI. I didn't put this together. That's what's crazy about this model. Here's an example of like an Indiana Jones style. The video agent was one of my first tests. Can it make it? And it can. Oh, I didn't do the AI. So he grabs the thing, and then the trap. Then he gets teleported through time. It's got the slow-mo. It's got the action. It's got the weird magical part at the end, and then boom, he gets teleported through the desert. It's exactly what I asked for. It's a time trap. If you trip the time trap, you get sent back in time. And then the trap. Then he gets teleported through time.
I see another friend has joined
It's got the action. It's got the weird magical part at the end, and then boom, he gets teleported through the desert. It's exactly what I asked for. Time trap.
Television show.
Yeah, then honestly, he should use C-Dance. It's the best for that right now. And with the Mortal Kombat, what is crazy is, you know what, I'm not going to show it per se, but I want to show you how one of the generations were like, yeah, then honestly, he should use C-Dance. It's the best for that right now. And with the Mortal Kombat, what is crazy is, say again? Oh yeah, what's up? I want to show you how one of the
I was just going to ask how one uses C-Dance because it was not available while a lot of videos were being made to show what it could do, but there's been some kind of a release.
So it's actually been in beta on Pixio, the pink profile picture, for about 3 weeks. But now it's more globally available, and we since released Omni, so higher definition. But yeah, you can just use it right now on Pixio.
Show what it could do, but there's been
there's no issue, no VPN. You can just log in, pick a plan, get more buy credits, and use it for about 3 weeks.
What you mentioned,
but now it's so it can take a bunch of images and video. But yeah, you can just use it for the first time. So you can give it video and images and get video back, and no issue, no VPN. What I was just about talking is I extended a video past 2 minutes in my Mortal Kombat fight scene in C-Dance. It's crazy. But if you haven't tried it, definitely go try it. It is incredibly amazing. So you can
highly
get video
recommend
and images and get video back. And it's
what I was just about.
It's getting a lot of.
and it's
getting a lot of-
unfortunate that it's hard to try right now. That's the only unfortunate part.
Yeah.
But if you did want to try it, you can go to Pixio and try it. I'll share a link in the top, but you can go to it. It's our version 2 of our product, and you can use it, and it's really great. And it's if you look at the live stream, I'm about to show how it can be autonomous. So you can kind of just tell it, hey, here's my idea for my show or my 1 minute short or my episode, and it'll actually create the whole thing start to finish. And you can use it, and it's really great. And it's if you look at the live stream, I'm about to
that
show
can kind of follow what you
how
want to do. So I mean, it's
so you can
impressive
kinda just
there
tell it,
too. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy because it's not like autonomous, like, oh my God, I'm going to hate it. You're in full control. It's like, imagine the AI is your co-director, and it's kind of powering all of your decisions that you're ultimately making. So you're ultimately like, I hate this. And then it's like, okay, we're going to fix that for you.
It's crazy.
So there's like director notes, it's like a whole situation. And we just launched it. Yesterday.
Imagine the AI.
So I'm going to, if you look at the live stream, you'll be able to see it, and I'm going to actually use it.
You're ultimately making.
I think in the
You're
future
ultimately like, I
we're
hate
gonna have
and then
tools
it's like,
like
okay,
this
we're gonna fix that for you.
that were
So
largely
there's like
that were
director notes,
basically
it's
gonna
a
guide
whole
like
situation,
like
and
you're
we
saying,
just launched it.
and that's one of the
So I'm
the
gonna,
ways
if you look
that
at the
we
live
can
stream, you'll be
kind
able
of
to see it.
be
And I'm gonna
creative
actually use it.
control.
Yeah, I mean,
I think in the
I
future,
work normally
we're gonna have
kind of hard
tools
on how
like
to
this
create these sort of
that are
longer
largely
scenes.
basically
So
gonna
if you
guide
visit,
like you're saying,
I'll share it
and that's one of
in a
the
second. But if you
one of the
visit
ways
like
that we
what
can,
I'm sharing in the Jumbotron, I've never done something that was like 7 minutes, both because the models weren't there and because the direction wasn't there. And it was kind of difficult for me to use like Kling and scenes and multi-prompting. And so when I first created this idea, it helped me create what I shared in Jumbotron, and right then and there, you can see already the difference from like breaking it up and like kind of using CDance wholly as like a driving model for what you're doing. It's insanely smart when it puts together like TV show like things. And you can watch the video and see for yourself. It's literally 7 minutes long, longest one I ever made to date. Like breaking it up and like kind of CDance.
That's a long video by any standard of AI.
Exactly. And that's what I want to make possible so that I can be in a classroom, for example, teaching like art students about this and being like, hey, everyone, let's make a short film. And that's like a thing.
That's a long video by any. Yeah, it's interesting. We're gonna have the create. I think it's always been like that whole thing of if you find a passion, you really like to do it, if you want to do it, if you want to learn it in school or whatever. We've always had filmmakers, but it isn't all the craft. It's always like you have to study all these different disciplines, I guess. And I think that maybe there's some parts that are, we've always had, being. I hate to use the word replace, but yeah, I mean, like you are basically having the ability to do a production, and you don't have the actors, you don't have, the people that are doing the lighting on set. And I mean, there's people that are just being replaced. I don't mean it in a bad, negative way. I just think that it's that whole.
It's not about being bad or negative. Like I went to school. I'm a developer, and I do a lot of business with TSI, a lot of things. What I went to school for was graphic design, and you know who made that obsolete? Nano Banana. It's like goodbye. I would never, ever, ever hire a designer ever in a million years. For what? Nano Banana could do it 40 times, and I could just choose my favorite. 40 business with TSI.
Well, it's interesting because it becomes philosophical.
And you know who made that obsolete? Nano Banana.
Nano Banana do everything in the course.
I would never, ever, ever hire. No, well, it depends what you're doing. So, like for like social media graphics and things that are like graphic designy, it can do all of that perfectly. Especially because I know I went to school for it. It's like I know even more to how to direct it. But of course, there's handcrafted things, and there's always going to be the need for something to be with the human touch. But the average person that has a business startup, normally that would pay for social media graphics, isn't doing that anymore. Especially, things are definitely changing, for sure.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying.
I mean, I know the value of a good designer. I really am something for years. But the thing is, I'll never forget before AI, which is crazy to think about this. And I have to tell my dad, like tomorrow when I talk to him, is that before AI, my dad was like,
yeah, I get it.
I graduated school, and I'm like, hey, I know the value. He's like, how much are you gonna charge? I'm like, well, the going rate is like $5,000. I'll give you a discount, like $2,500. You know? He goes, have you heard of 99designs.com? And that was just aggregating humans. My dad was like, and it was already making an effect on the small business people. Now, Nano Banana is like a combination of all of that together, and things are going to shift 100% because I don't have people doing my UGC videos, right? But because of these technologies, I have UGC videos that are about to come out on all socials. And I didn't necessarily have to hire anyone for this campaign. I would have had to do that 100% because. So I'm not saying it's obsolete, but it definitely is really changing in a very, very drastic way. And I see it because of I see it with the United Federation of Teaching, and I see it with all the teachers that we work with in the schools. Like they're either don't care about it because they don't understand it, or they love it and they want to be more immersed, or they hate it. It's three buckets. And all the people that didn't like it a year ago love it this year. So it's like adoption's happening, but also massive changes happening. Don't care about it. So yeah, that's why I have these spaces. I think it's so important to talk about, especially as these video models get out of control. Like these clips that you're seeing, I couldn't do on. Like I've never been able to get these kind of results this year. And that's why I felt comfortable building a video agent, because now it's like actually possible that you can actually do this. It's so important to talk about, especially before it was not actually possible. Like these clips that you're seeing, I couldn't do on.
Yeah,
like I've never.
I think people really want to hear specifically about video gen, just because this is a new technology. I mean, a new release like that, and I think there's some big competitors. When the names don't get bigger than when Google wants to do like video gen. And specifically about video more like academically, research-wise, how it technically works, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that I've seen some very interesting things regarding like using AI videos, when like Google storyboarding for stories that happen in video sense. We're seeing, like you talked about, where you can bring in, all these elements, bring these elements in easily, and kind of like regarding like mad videos, like Google storyboarding, wow, it understands what you want to do and what visual you want to put in, and there's this kind of like where you can bring in all these elements, bring these elements in easily, and kind of like
like even this thing that I'm putting on the live stream right now, this animation, like I remember, I actually remember. I know this is crazy. I remember being in school learning how to animate these characters and using a mocap suit. I did this in 3 minutes using C-Dance 2. Like even this 30 seconds, and I could have went further. There's no limit. You know that? Did you know that? I just learned this recently. They have no actual limit of extension. It's wild.
Well, I think that's an interesting concept. That I'm sure.
3 minutes.
I mean, that's like here and now something new. Like we're hearing it, and it's like we're having like a mind-blowing
There's no
experience.
limit. You know that? Right? Did you know that? I just learned that.
AI video gen that
they have no
doesn't have a limit on what you can make and how long you can make.
Yeah, it actually does. First one ever.
So this is like news heard around the world. Like it means something very important to AI. And the other videos, AI, basic stuff, the platforms and the models literally hear this, and they get ideas and they want to compete too. So we should be seeing more of this stuff happen.
I hope, honestly. Right now, it's the only model that could do this.
Exactly. People want to compete. They don't want to say, "Oh, look, they can do that. We can't, and we're just going to sit on that, and we'll just let all of our colleagues go over there, and they'll use that one, and we're okay with that." They're not okay with that. They want to compete. They want to offer something good that
Well, they need to like start competing because it's like crazy.
Yeah. Give them time. Give them time. We're new. It's difficult. Very valid.
Like, look at what's on the live stream right now. Like,
This is terrible prompting. 2 words. Action movie.
They want to offer something
Terrible
good
prompting.
that
well, they need to like start competing because
And it just,
yeah.
I don't know.
Give them time. Give them time.
It's just like magical. It never.
even when I made like the nature videos, I can't wait to make more of this for the students. Look how amazing.
On-demand nature documentaries. That's like my favorite thing to watch. Now I do them about anything.
I find it interesting that
Even when I
you have
the nature videos, I can't wait to
basically what's called prompt. I can't think of the technical name. It's not embellishment, but there's like an enhancement. They use this term prompt enhanced and other things they call it. And so, you know, you can take a small concept and expand it into what's called by kind of like the first layer or the first, you know, where it first meets the creative element, right? Like if you just say the term, yeah.
But the thing is, that's always up to like me or up to the creator or developer.
In this case, the model is actually doing all the work. You don't even have to do that.
First layer or the first. Yeah, but also it happens on a platform creative element, right?
It could, yeah.
You just say
Yeah, it's just I feel we fight with the model so much that for like a second we forget like what happens if the model changes and it becomes easy work.
You don't even have to do that.
Yeah.
Like what happens if you don't have to super prompt anymore? You know? It could, yeah. And so it's just like
With C dance, for me, it's easier to make these things, and that's why I made the agent with C dance. And I got a lot of questions. I'm gonna try to answer a lot of them. Two people asked the same question. So maker mode models. So we're gonna create a new mode called single reference mode in the agent, which will allow models that don't accept 5 images or something to be used in the agent. So that's actually coming. The first one we're going to experiment with is going to be Grok in the agent. And yeah, if you guys can go to the live stream, I'm going to kind of show you what I created. Which will allow models everyone's asking, and now I'm going to have 5 images or something to be used something I can share with people. So everyone can see what exactly the first one we're going to experiment with is going to be Grok. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And yeah, if you guys so right now it's pretty not interesting on this page. We're gonna make changes on this page, but basically you're just giving it an idea, something I could share under 4,000 characters. Everyone can see what exactly. So any idea in the whole world, no restrictions, just under 4,000. And okay, so the model you choose does matter, right? So if I choose image to video CDance Pro, basically it's just gonna use CDance Pro driving model for all your videos. If I choose any idea in the whole CDance Omni, it's gonna use Omni. Now they're pretty much similar. Omni, I'm noticing the model does a little better with fight scenes, right? So because less like angry video of moderation. But in the end, they're both still moderated heavily. If I choose and Omni takes way longer. Omni, if you want quick results, now they're pretty much similar. Omni, I'm noticing Cling is new that we just added. The idea is you can use Cling in addition if you wanted something that would be moderated or wouldn't work. But in the end, they're both. If you already made an agent, it'll like be over here. And so if you guys are in Pixio, you can kind of follow along. You don't have to generate everything, but you can follow what I'm doing. Omni, I'm noticing Cling is new that we just added. And anyone who's new, you don't even need an account. In addition, if you wanted something that would be moderated or wouldn't work. But in the end, they're both. You guys all saw the awards of New York. So this is what it looks like when you first get there. The only issue with using this technology in this way is you need a few thousand credits to do it. Because without credits, this becomes something that could be like it's not one generation, right? So you're generating roughly maybe
4 generation per scene to equal a minute for an episode. You need a few thousand credits to do it. Because without credits, this becomes it's coming later tonight. I'm going to be testing Sora as it's going to be single reference. So we're going to be testing some maker mode models and some higher end models that are just single reference. Right now, Rangi, you can't put 4 people in Sora. Without credits, this becomes it's coming later tonight. No, you can't. You can only put 1 person and then testing Sora 2 characters. It's going to be but a character can't be a person. But a character can't be a person. And some higher end models that are just
I don't know, JP's got it to make
right now,
2 people
Rangi,
into
can't
like
put 4 people in
he and I
Sora.
would be doing things in the diverse.
So if you're doing on the Sora app, you can't. You can maybe put 1 person. If you're doing it via like us, like a provider, you have to do it a little bit differently. There's more rules.
I don't know, JP's got it to make
Right now,
2
Rangi,
into
can't
like
put 4 people
he
in
and I
Sora.
would be doing things
So
in
what's
the
cool is it generated all
if
of
you're
these
doing on the
pieces.
Sora app,
you can't.
I
Maybe
didn't generate. If you're doing it,
I didn't even
via
describe
like
that.
us, like a provider,
I didn't even
you
say
have
like
to do it a little bit different.
what
There's
anything
more
about
rules.
it. I just, and we're gonna do a fresh one in a second. I just want to show you what a full one looks like.
Cool is
So these are your characters or
you're doing on the
subjects,
Sora
but you can
app.
have more
I
than
didn't
here. See?
generate. If you're doing
So
it,
I didn't even. I can actually generate like the apartment. I didn't even. Which I did. In New York City, sidewalk where she walked. The subway where the first fight happened. Do a fresh one in a second. It's absolutely incredible that it does all of this. So here's an example of a hidden archive. I haven't generated this because it's later. It's going to be in the next episode. I can actually generate episode 5. Not me yet. But I'm gonna show you how easy this is. So I'm gonna hit generate what the subway. I'm gonna generate this, but I didn't do this. It's the agent filled in everything. Here's an example. I just hit generate. I haven't generated this because it's later. It's gonna be and it will do all the work. It created all of this. So I'm going to show you what this is. This is called episodes. So I'm going to hit generate. So each time you build one of these projects, you're going to have episodes. If I click episode 1, it goes to episode 1. You can see it right here. All the episodes in episode for segments in episode 1. It created all of this. If I click episode 2, it goes to segments in episode 2. So I'm going to hit generate. So each time you build episodes is going to change the UI a little bit. Like episode 1, the people, episode 1, the prompts, everything. All the episodes. And then you could go in and you could rewrite segments by clicking this button. Or you can go in and you can just write it in there. So each time you build episode, you can even switch up where your characters go in what order, and then you can preview each time you have a final cut. And then you could go in this case, by clicking, this is the final cut. So it takes all the videos and it puts them together. So this is an example of one generation, one video from the video agent. And then you can preview each time you have a final cut. So in this case, so it generated the whole thing in one shot. This is the final entire sequence of 1 minute, and that's a scene. Or no, that's an episode. Generation. So episode one video inside an episode has the segments or the scenes. But when it renders the whole episode, so it just gives you the entire episode ready to download. And one of the nice, cool things that we did is if you were to download this, which is the name that it downloads is the name of the episode. So it downloads episode 4, the key below. But when it renders the whole, really good. Helps you organize your generated media. We found that when you're using CDAN, summary, script, and visual actually help. So when you actually hit this button, super cool, Pixio compiles all of the information in your prompt for you. Now here's where it gets insane. When you're using, let's say I switch to Cling, summary, and I hit generate. Everything is now elements, guys. Look how cool that is. So the UI changes with your video. Pixio compiles all of the. So depending on the model you choose, the UI will slightly change. Now here's where it gets insane. One of the cool things we added is score. So now you can generate it creates now prompt for you. How cool that is. Make a score for your project. Changes here, right here, your video, and download it. For when you put it together. You can also have narration. As soon as you click this, it will open up with. So now you can generate text, but you can actually generate it first. So for me, I hit draft score. and then it will craft narration. So it will create the whole narration for you, even what narration. And then this is what it looks like when your final set's ready. It will open up. And so right now we don't have a nice pretty grid. I'm working on that tonight. So you'll have a grid of your project. Right now it's kind of just up here. You can change it, or you can go to the original page to kick off a new one. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. We're gonna try it. New video agent. All right, who's got an idea? Let's go. I've been coding all day. So you'll have a grid. Somebody come up with an idea. Right now it's kind of just up here. You can change it, or you can go to the original page. Rangy, to kick off a new one. Let's go. Idea. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. We're gonna try it. New video agent. All right, who's got an idea? Let's go. I've been coding all day.
It's really interesting though, watching the last word and the
change it, or you can go to the original page.
videos you had running, and it's like there's so similar imagery of what we've encountered in the Templarverse in different ways, but it's like,
all right, who's got an idea?
Let's go. Kind of universal. It's really totally different. I mean, you must be totally different.
No, just an idea. Come up with a simple idea.
Let's go. Familiar goes to a coffee shop, it's encountered in the Templarverse in different ways.
A woman goes to a coffee shop and meets a handsome boy. That's what you said? So we'll say love story. Okay, now, this is all I'm putting. I'm literally not giving it anything else at all. And I'm just going to hit go. And it's going to create it. It's going to create the whole entire thing, whatever this love story is. And all the people involved. So we'll say love story.
You know, it's interesting you're doing an entire new generation, so maybe we can keep track of how long it takes to generate.
Taking to generate is a little bit different, so it depends on servers in China. Typically, it can go anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes per generation, or if you're using Omni or 4K or higher resolution, maybe an hour or two.
Entire new generation, so maybe we can keep track of how long.
Yeah, it's definitely not like any other model. It's not going to return.
Generate is a little bit. You're looking at least 5-10 minutes
servers in China, but that's why you can do them all together. That's the whole idea.
So you get your whole generation ready, and then you just generate all the episodes.
4K or higher resolution,
and then they'll all finish at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely not like any other model.
Yeah, I think of it. This is just an adjustment to the workflow for people.
But that's why
that makes sense.
Depends what you want to do, right? If you want like super fast, you can use Grok, which is not as good. If you want like really good, C-Dance and Sora are like number one.
It's definitely not like any other.
And they both
model.
do.
I think of it. This is just an adjustment.
But C-Dance on Pixio is pretty quick. You can get it back in it's like 1 to 4 minutes sometimes.
Right? If you want like
but if you guys look at my screen, it created all these people.
If you want like
so now
really
you
good,
go here
C-Dance
and just generate them.
Sora
I don't need
like
to do
number
anything.
one.
I don't even need to change anything.
And they both
I want.
I think of it. This is just an adjustment.
It's going to generate all the people. Pixio is pretty quick. So there's a barista, a love interest. So funny.
If you want like
but if you guys look at my screen and Maya's friend.
if you want like
So now
really
you
good,
go here
C-Dance
and just generate them.
Sora are like
And then
number one.
here is the episode. So you can see here, Rangy, look what it did. It's going to generate all the people. So there's a barista, a love interest. You see how it like created the perfect prompts? And so in this scenario, you know who's in this episode? Just her. And then here you can see she's the only one selected as a character. So different episodes will select different people. You see how it like created
And so
the perfect
one thing
prompts?
that's cool is when you actually do get the
And
people,
so in this scenario, you know,
then we're
who's
going to
in this episode?
regenerate
Just
because
her.
now
And then
it can
here you
see the people in the
only
shot.
selected as a character.
See,
So
when it
different
first makes your
episodes
project,
will
it has
select
no
different
idea who the people are.
You see how it like
And
created
so
the perfect
one thing
prompts?
that's cool is when you actually do get the
And
people,
so in this
see?
scenario, you know,
then
who's
we're going to
in this episode?
regenerate
Just
because
her.
now
And then
it can
here you
see the
see
So what
people
are you
in
gonna
the
say?
shot.
People who want more creative control, like say my
When it
friend who's
first
here,
makes your
I mean, you
project,
can
it
literally
has no
edit the
idea who
person.
people are.
Or put your own person.
And so one
And
thing
also
that's
edit
cool
the
is when you
prompts,
actually
too.
do
Yeah,
get
all the
people
prompts are
into
editable.
it. That's why it's like a hybrid.
Then we're gonna
So it's a video agent, but it's hybrid because
So what do
you
guys
get
think
to
about
determine
more
like, do I
creative
even want these
control, like,
people?
say my
when it
friend who's
first
here,
makes your
I mean, you
project,
can
it has
literally
no
now
idea
you
who
can
the
see or put your own person.
You know,
What's up?
don't forget if you want to.
That's
If
why
somebody
it's like a
wants to
hybrid.
test,
So it's a
like
video
what these
agent,
things
but
can do.
it's hybrid because
You can say,
you get to
like,
determine,
generate
do I even
me
want
an
these
ugly
people?
person. And because, like,
Now
most
you
of the
can
time
see
people want to go for
or put
beautiful
your own
people or
person.
whatever, maybe
What's
just average. Don't forget. But
Yeah,
there's
wanna,
interesting
that's why I'm
stories
like a
with
hybrid.
like monsters
So it's a
and
video
villains
agent, but
and
it's hybrid
some
because
people who are meant to have some
like
kind of
generate
visual
an ugly person.
deficiency, I
And
guess you could
because,
say,
like,
now
for
most
story.
people want to go for
So it's
beautiful
interesting to
people
see
or
how these
whatever,
models
maybe
can
just
handle that curveball.
Yeah, it's
There's interesting
so
stories
before
like
CDEMs, I would
monsters
say
and
this is
villains
not really
and
worth it because
people
you're
who
gonna
are
get
meant to
more
have, like,
fails
visual
than successes.
ugly
But because
deficiency, I
there's
guess you
tech
could say,
like
for
CDEMs,
story.
you're actually getting more
So
successes.
it's interesting to see
than
how these
fails.
models can handle that
Which is
curveball.
important. I think.
There's interesting
So
stories.
before
The fact that
CDEMs,
you
I would say
can
this is
use
not really worth
pictures
it
for
because you're gonna get
people.
more
So, like,
fails
in
than
current
successes.
technology, like I've seen that
Because
that's a good,
there's tech like
that's a good
CDEMs, you're
promising
actually getting more
avenue, right? Where you can, like,
successes.
use the kind of person or character that you want to have. Some models have trouble just adhering to and sticking to, like, the consistency of the model when you're doing scenes and stuff. So that's some of the markings or I could say the ratings of video gen. They handle some better, but some worse. There's going to be differences on the characters that it can handle well, the characters that can't handle well, and that's an interesting kind of benchmark.
Well, I think with Nano Banana, character is not a problem. I think before that, it would have been a problem.
They handle some better now, and so just to be clear, like I'm referring to, like, once you bring in your proper character, exactly looks the way you like. When the AI, the video generates scenes and motion with that character.
I think before that,
for example, one of the characters I used had like this odd thing with its mouth, and so where its mouth opened, like I'm referring to, like once you bring in doing these emotes that were just kind of like way out of spec. And I put it in.
Well, what model though? Because it really does matter if it's like taking your image and then like thinking about it or potentially using it versus Omni or character reference where you're giving it the exact look, and that's different than like image to video. Unfortunately, what model though? Because it really does matter if it's like, so like using a reference and then it's like just different because the model versus can keep that reference in every frame. Character versus image to video starts with an image and it starts good maybe for the first 5 seconds, but as it progresses, it loses sight of that image. So like using where these models come in and change it because the model can keep that.
You're saying that you're like loading in and setting some kind of like an avatar.
Exactly, and I'm going to show you right now what that looks like. So now that I have all the people, when I regenerate of that image, now it's going to reference that. And this is the magic of CDANs, the references.
You're saying that
it's incredible.
Some kind of like an avatar.
Exactly, I'm going to show you right now what that looks like. So now that I have all the people,
yeah, I guess it's just kind of like making the LoRa and then using it, and it's like a streamlined way.
Yeah, and we first saw this take place in Minimax when they had character reference and element. Technically, but this is a whole new level.
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of like making the LoRa. It's invented using it, and it's like a streamlined. It skips the need for training a LoRa as a LoRa traditionally actually has training, even if it's only 20, 30, 40 images, and even if it only takes a small amount of time to train it, it still is kind of like a component. And this is more like you put it in and it does skip the need for training with a LoRa.
That's true, and I'm getting a few questions, so I'm going to answer them. It should be helpful. So after you use the video agent, like I am right now, I still have creative control every step of the way. It's not autonomously doing anything. What it is autonomously doing is pushing you to be a better director. It's helping you do the things you may not know how to do because it's trained on like video agent, like I am right now. I still have creative control. So it's helping you create these setups, and when you're here, is
pushing you
to
to be a better director.
this would be the actual prop. So you
Helping
can
you
see
do the things you may
now,
not
see
know
this
how to
at
do.
image one? I don't know if you can see it in the live stream. I'm going to zoom in. I help you guys. So
So
that's
it's
that like
helping
Laura
you,
situation
it's
I'm talking about.
create
It's
literally referencing these images in seconds. So it'd be like 0 to 3 seconds, image 1 does this. 0 to 6 seconds, image 2. And then 9 to 12, image 2 looks at image 1. And so that's what I mean by not just image to video. That's not what this is. These images in
Does that make sense?
So it'd be like
It is kind of like a Laura.
image 1 does this. 0 to 6 seconds, image 2. And then 9 to 12.
And so here at this
looks at
point,
image
if
1.
I wanted to generate
And
this,
so that's what I mean by not just image.
I would hit generate, and it's got everyone who needs to be in the photo. You see?
In
Does that make sense?
So it'd be like
It is kind of like a Laura. So this is the first person who has to be in the photo, and she's here.
And so here,
And so it puts the prompt together for you. You see?
It does all the
I would
stuff.
hit generate, and it's
Now
got
I didn't have
everyone who
character
needs to be in the
2,
photo.
but now I do. He's number
Does that
2.
make sense?
So in the first scene, right?
So
It's
this is
him.
the first person who has to be in the photo.
Let's see if it's him and her.
she's here.
Yeah, in the
So
first
here,
scene,
so
it's him and
it
her.
puts the prompt
together for
So
you.
let's make sure we're in the first scene. Yeah, first scene,
It does
episode
all
1,
the
the
stuff.
first sip.
Now I didn't
Maya
have
seeks
character
shelter
2,
from the
but
rain.
now I do.
And discovers
He's
a
number
coffee
2.
shop. So we talked
So
about
in the first
rain.
scene, right?
So
it's
now
him.
I have the scene. I got the 2 people.
Let's see if it's him and
Here's
her.
my
Yeah, in
segment.
the first scene, it's him
And
and
so
her.
I can actually generate that.
So let's make
And
sure
we'll
we're
do
in the
that.
first scene. Yeah, first scene,
It does
episode
all
1.
So now I'm locked because I'm
Maya seeks
moderated.
shelter from the rain.
So that's interesting. Discovers a coffee shop. So we talked about that. So let's see why.
Right?
So now
real
I have
people
the
and
scene. I got
celebrity
two
likeness.
people.
See if it's him and
Here's
her.
my
Yeah,
segment.
in the first scene,
And so I
usually
can
it's like
generate
one
that.
word.
And we'll do that.
First scene, episode 1.
So now I'm locked because I'm moderated.
So in this case,
That's
what you can
interesting.
do,
Discovers a
and this
coffee
just
shop.
helps
So
you
talk about it.
because
Let's see
C
why.
dance is a little crazy.
So now
Real
I have
Maya
the
is
celebrity
image 1,
people.
and that's all I
Here's
had to
my
change.
segment. So let's see why.
Because Maya
So
is a
usually
celebrity.
it's like one
I'm
word.
guessing. And now there's more, so I'm guessing it's the names. So that's easy to fix. And the reason why I don't have the AI do this is because different models, different things, and this is not going to last. Maya is image 1, and that's all I had to change. So they're going to change this anyway, but let's see. And this is part of battling C dance, right? Is like, how do you get it? I don't to where it like understands
because different models,
like what the
different
problem
things,
is.
this is not going to last.
Could be even the word like love.
And that's all I have to change.
So they're going to change this anyway,
But
let's see. I went down a little bit.
And
this is part of battling. And this
C
checker
dance, right?
comes from C dance.
How do
So
you
it was
get
the
it?
names at the top. You can see right here.
Where it like understands.
It's because this is like could be even the word like love. So you can just simply go like this, and then that should get you out of hot water. It's because it doesn't know or is guessing that that actually is a celebrity. So this is like some good practice.
It's because this is like
If you're using this tool. You have a question, Nemo? I see hand. Maybe it's fake though. And then that should get you out of hot water.
Hey, what's up? So
It's
how you
because
doing?
how are you?
Hey,
It doesn't know or is guessing.
yeah, I was
that
following your
actually is a
tutorial
celebrity.
actually.
So this
Pretty
is like
neat
some good
project.
practice.
I tried
if
to
you're using this
import
tool.
my
You have a
image though
question,
as a
Nemo?
reference,
Yeah.
not the
Maybe
AI
it's fake
generated one, and I got a
And
few
then that should get
like
you out
an
of
error.
hot
Hey,
water.
what's up? I
Because
posted it in the comment
it
though,
doesn't
in
know or
case you
is
would like to take a
guessing.
look
Yeah, I
at
was
that
following
very
So
tutorial.
if you posted,
Pretty neat project.
if it's too big,
I
that
tried
would be
to
the problem.
import my Nah, it's real small PNG. It's under meg. Got a few.
So what I would do is I would
posted
first
it in
make
the
sure your
comment
picture
though.
has white background.
So
So go to Nano Banana Pro and edit in like the generate tab and get it with a white background. That's step 1.
Nah, it's okay.
And then after you generated
under
it in the system, you should be able to download it and upload it or use it again. Because you can hit add subject reference, and you're going to be able to choose, and you can directly upload right here. The generate tab and get it with a
So
white
I
background.
That's
literally. So I can operate this like I would with
and then after you
Pixio,
generate
whereby
it in
you
the
have a
system, you should
start
go
frame,
what I
end
would
frame,
do.
and then it could
Oh yeah, no,
model
you can.
and then
You definitely can. But this is a video agent, so it's a little bit different to choose.
oh, so you go to what
Yeah,
video
see, I just
generator
did
for that.
exactly what you
So
did.
I
I didn't
can
bother changing
literally,
it,
so I can
and I got
operate
an
this
error.
like I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
with
You can use it like Higgsfield in their start and end frame, but this model is different. They don't have start and end frame. They have image to video, then they have references, which is what
also
we're
you
talking
go to
about.
what video
But
generator.
you can just
So
go to regular.
wouldn't the image to video work in that fashion though? Like I
You
put
can
an
use
image.
it. It would. In their start and you would have to take two images. This model is different, and you would have to be at image one is start frame, and transitions to at image two end frame.
So how do I
go to
upload those
regular-
images without error?
image to video. So, if are you using the video agent or you just want to generate it? Because if you just hit create and generate, you can just do it.
This model.
Okay, I was using the video agent.
So the video
because
agent
it's
is
meanwhile we did the same.
Yeah, the video agent won't work unless you have a paid plan and enough
How do I
credits.
upload those? And how many credits do I need to get?
are you using the
So for the video
or you just wanna
agent,
generate?
it's best to have roughly 3,000 credits. Because that's what it
For
would
the
take
video agent.
to do like a whole 1 minute segment. Yeah, the video agent won't work. But you don't have to use the video agent. You could go to the generate tab,
And how many
right?
credits do I need to get?
And then if you're
So
looking at
for
the
the video
screen,
agent,
if I type like claims, for example, there's frames
because
and
that's what it would
elements,
take,
and then
to
like
do,
everything like you would expect, and you could upload. So like here I'm selecting an asset or uploading. You see?
You could use go to the generate
But
tab.
in the video agent, it's new and it
only uses CDANs, which is a very expensive model.
claims, for example,
It uses it.
I use the C dance true
like,
ByteDance,
everything like
but
you would
it's just a bit
expect.
too much hassle. You have to get like a
here I'm
Chinese.
I
selecting
know. And then you have to wait 47 hours.
But in the
No,
video agent,
no,
it's new and it only uses CDANs, which is a very
Mr.
expensive
Ross
model.
did that for us. You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
You don't need any like VPNs. You just log in and you can get credits and use CDANs right now. You don't have to do any of that madness.
Yeah, that's why
I know. And then you have to wait 47 hours.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, if you're looking at the live stream, I just generated. Right now, I'm doing a CDAN generation,
You don't
but
need any like
I
VPNs.
just
You
did
log in
this
and you can get credits and use CDANs
with an image. I'll show you. If you look at my screen,
Yeah, that's
I gave it that, but it wasn't a start frame. It just said like
wait 47
I just said use this. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could do start frame. The way I would do it, if you're looking on screen, is I'd have two images selected, and I would do image one transitions to image two using the at image one. But other tools, like I'm sure you've seen in other tools in like Higgsfield, for example, they have frames. So Cling 3 has actual frames, not just images. So you see start frame and then end frame. Other tools, see how on the UI it sees that? I'll zoom in so you can see a little bit. So it does have that, but the video agents they have frames, not generating one video. It's essentially generating.
Yeah, I like
four
that
actual
autonomy,
frames.
right? But it would just be
Not
so
just
nice to
images.
be able
So you
to
see start
have
frame,
the
and then
beginning
end frame.
sequence
See
and
how
then
on
let
the
it
UI
be
sees that? I'll zoom in
autonomous
so you see a little bit.
during that whole
Yeah,
the
so it
remaining
does
sequence.
have
I
that.
could tell you we have two updates coming. One is going to be a script you can upload.
It's essentially
And
Exactly.
yeah, you can upload a script and you can upload like a batch of images to use as your characters. We just launched this video agent yesterday, so we're still like testing how it's
working and what needs to be adjusted.
I could tell you we have
Okay,
two
so you
updates
mean the
coming.
update
One
for the
is gonna
script
be
will
a
be on the
script you
video
can
agent,
upload.
not the video
And-
edit. Exactly.
Right,
you can
because the
upload a
video
script
agent can
and
take
upload, like,
your
5,000 word script and then turn it into 5 minutes of video. We just launched this video agent
Oh,
yesterday.
that would be
so we're
cool.
still,
Like, how long would
testing
that
how
take to generate, render, and
it
like,
took
how many
me.
credits?
I made
So you
one
mean the update for the script will be
I
on the
made
video agent, not the video
4
edit.
minutes,
right because the
4
video
scenes.
agent can take
That's like 5,000 word script. 10,000 credits,
5 minutes,
2 hours. We just launched this video agent
Oh,
yesterday.
that would be
It took
cool.
2
Like, how
hours.
long would that be? Okay, but that's like
It
5
took
minutes
me.
straight, right?
I made.
Yeah, you can watch it and see.
I made
It's in the jumbo. It's in the jumbotron. It's the first thing you see. The showcase. If you click that, it's a film called Absolute Zero, or the start of a film.
It took 2 hours. Yeah, I'll go check that out.
And that was made
That was like
using
5 minutes.
basically this. Like the whole idea is to make it easier. And so like this takes a long time. I can simply go here and go to scene 2 and then be like, okay, who's in this scene? And it looks like it's image 2 and image 1 and image 3 this time. So it's like I'm hiring the actors by clicking this button. See how cool that is? In my brain, the idea was like, I want to click on the person that I want, the 3 people, and the places and the things, and I want you just to make me a 1-minute clip. And that's how this idea came, and then I built it, and then here we are, we're testing it, and it's live, but tested, it's new. In my
Yeah, I
brain,
kinda like
the
it.
idea was like, I want to click on the
I
person
recently, like,
that I want, the 3
worked on an
people,
app, right?
and the
It makes
places and the
music,
things,
the
and
audio
I
and
want you just to
instrumental.
make
So
me a 1-minute
I've
clip.
been waiting on an easier
And
way
that's how
to
this
get
idea came, and
Seed
then I built
Dance,
it, and then
so
here we are,
they could also make videos for the music that they generate. You know what I mean? Like music videos. Yeah, I kinda
yeah,
like
so
it.
we already have that in
Recently, like,
Pixio. It's called audio to video. You can get 15 seconds of that, whatever you ask for, driven by your music.
I've been waiting on an easier way. And you could upload an image of the character?
You could.
Make videos for the music. Let me check that out too. Shit, I mean, like music videos.
Yeah, and if you wait before you, well, if you buy credits or whatever, you can let me know. But we're gonna probably have a promo tonight, so you can just wait for that in a few minutes.
I've been waiting on an easier way. And you could upload an image of the character?
But I recommend if you're just like new, I recommend like premium will allow you to like try stuff. Gabe, you have questions? Also, hi. Or whatever, you can let me know. But we're gonna probably have a promo.
First time speaker.
And you could
I have a
upload an
question for you
image
guys.
of
I
the
think what would be cool to add.
But
And,
I recommend
because
if you're
most
just
of the time
like
with
new,
my
I
creative
recommend
work, I
like
already have
premium
like
will allow you to like try stuff. Gabe, you have questions? Also, hi.
Yep. So I want to like just give it like all of my characters. Like if I have 5 characters, and I just kind of told like the dynamic, and I give it like the setting, you know, like the vibe and style. And then you started off from there with the create workspace, and that would be really cool because you can like just build from that moment instead of like I want starting it raw, just creating like all the characters and stuff.
Yeah, 100%, and that's why the first update that's being made to this is gonna allow you to start with a script, and it's gonna allow you to put images and a script together, or any documents, pretty much PDFs, like anything. And you'll be able to start from there, and it'll put your characters in the slots and set everything up. To start with a script, and it's gonna allow you, and then start the workspace. Put images and a script together, or any documents, pretty much PDFs, like anything.
Like beta is such an
And you'll be able to start from there, and it'll
I
put your
know.
characters in the slots.
Yeah, we worked really hard on it. It's difficult because there's like everyone's got different rules. Everyone has different things that you need to do with the model, and so we worked really hard rather than rebuilding or going on top of what we did and just reimagine Pixio from the ground up. And I literally, Gabe never looked back. As soon as I tried V2 for the first, everyone's got different rules. Haven't even visited Pixio V1 that you need to do with the model, and so we worked really hard rather than rebuilding.
And there's a few people here that have seen Pixio one, and they know.
Reimagine Pixio from the ground up. And I literally, Gabe never looked back.
But that's the evolution part of all of this. And just in our chatting, we
rather than rebuilding,
and there's a few got one here, and you can see it's definitely her. And she's going into the coffee shop from the rain. That's the evolution part of it.
So see how it didn't change her? This is what I mean.
In our chat, I have to download the whole thing so you can see it for real. Because it's like buffering. Got one. So I'm gonna download this, which is my first scene. Definitely her. And you can see the scenes are automatically coming into this UI, which is something that we worked on to make sure that this UI held its state and knew what scene was. This is what I mean. I have to download the whole thing. But I am very excited about this release.
I love the agent.
Look, I made this. I'm gonna download this.
The video agent. I love intros. Look at this.
And you can see the scenes are automatically coming into this UI, which is something that we worked on to make sure
So
that
you can
this
see
UI
how
held its
it
state
definitely
and knew
understood
what
the
scene was.
assignment because it just took her and him and put them in the start of our little video. What do you think, Randy? This was your idea. And you can see the scenes are automatically coming in.
I think it's incredible.
So you can see how it.
Wait, Ross, is that
definitely
a single video or is that like multiple clips?
So that's actually one video, and what's cool is it figures out the way to prompt C dance for you, so you can get it cut like this. Like, look at it, it's so good.
Okay, that's insane. I thought you were like stitching up.
I'm not doing any of those. So that's actually one video, and what's cool is it figures out the way to prompt C dance for you.
That actually shows me how powerful this model is.
And that's
I haven't
the
really
benefit.
started messing with it yet, so it's really
That's the
interesting.
benefit of
I'm
having
not doing any of those.
You can compact it more with, so you know, you can give it more direction and have like scene outtakes. And also, I know you, was it Dave that mentioned Pixio V1? Yeah, you know, definitely got, Pixio V2 has gotten a huge glow up, and, you know, also the apps are coming soon as well. So if you prefer using it on an iPad or iPhone or for Android, you will have that ability as well. So it's nice and seamless. Yeah, you know, definitely got, Pixio V2 has gotten
That is
a huge glow up, and you know, also the apps are coming soon.
Yeah, what's up, Nick? I'm actually spoken.
Yeah, you know, I'm here, I'm here and there, you know. And
He's actually, Nick is the driving force. Nick and Alex are behind Pixio V2. They built it from the ground up. I only came in at the end.
Yeah, we took all the issues and feedback and complaints, and you know what? When we thought about V2, we wanted to modernize it. You know, we wanted to make it in a way where it's way more streamlined. So you're not like looking for your generations locally from one app. You know, we also wanted to make sure it's fully transparent, so you know what model exactly that you're looking for. Because you know, when CDANs comes out, you know, you don't want to, you know, look around and 100 different models and guess what it might be. So that's you know, certain things that we have to factor in, and you know, V2 is much faster. You know, you can generate and have as many cues as you want. It's all going to be running in the background, and it's also cross-platform, so you can pretty much access it in different, you know, different computers, and not have to worry about, you know, where are my generations, you know, stuck locally in a different computer. So this way, it's just overall a better user experience. It's also cross-platform, so
Yeah, very well said. I definitely agree. Pixio 2 is crazy. It just took, you have to get to it. Right? And even like looking at this, it's like, how in the world is this thing able to do this? Look at scene 2, people. Like, how is this even possible? Yeah. What has Fight Dance done? Look.
What can I get you?
It's just
Okay, I'll just
you have to
have
get
a
just look at number 2. It's like literally true. Number 2. This thing able to do this. Look at this. The barista, the love interest. Yeah. What has Fight Dance? Coffee spelled right. I mean, what else do you need, people? You have to get more proof. Do you need that this is crazy? Number 2. Like, look.
Wait, Ross. So you've tried prompting in Chinese?
Yeah, it's really good.
Any noticeable difference?
I noticed it understands really well in Chinese too. There is a Chinese button right up until generation, so you go here and you could go right to Chinese by hitting the Chinese button.
you will definitely get a different output.
A little bit different, and you gotta be careful because you might be really good.
Chinese. Yeah, that's the thing.
I noticed it understands.
You know, if you are gonna do that, make sure that you have it somewhere that you want it in English, the dialogue specifically. But you know, sometimes the coherence of like your prompt and what you want, it sometimes can get a better understanding if it is Chinese. So you just kind of play around with that as you go.
Nick, look at this before you go. Look at this. So these are our people, right? Her, him, and her.
Look at how it nails it. Look at the hired actors. Look at this. Yep. It's crazy.
And when you're thinking about, your actors, this is basically character reference, right? So I think, Ranky, you mentioned before about your story that you're trying to prompt and you have your characters.
Look at how it nails it.
You want to make sure you have your characters different angles, doing different things that you would expect them to do in that video that you want, because that's really how you get that 2-minute, plus video of like a nice story. I know Ross has done 5-6 minutes before with the same character.
Somebody needs to stop me.
So
I just can't. I love it.
yeah, Ross is he has the creator spirit.
It's so good. Now it's so easy. Before you got to try so hard. Now I'm just like, see dance, do it. And it is a little bougie and it is expensive, but it is doing it well.
One thing I would say is if it gets to a point where it's costing you too much credits, use different models.
Yes,
jump around.
Now it's so
Playing
easy.
is amazing.
Before you got Nick was playing actually in the agent yesterday.
And
and it is a
always
little
like
bougie and it is expensive, but it is doing it well.
OpenAI Sora, Google VO, Runway. There's other models that you can jump around to, and especially when you get moderated. When you get moderated, it does get very frustrating. I know you see the fails, but you know what? They won't charge you, so it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to get less fails, just make use of that their IP sanitization, and reduce the risk of having moderation that could happen. Sometimes it'll say like 10%, and you know what, you think that you're in the clear, and like you would hope, right? You would hope that you're in the clear and that your generation will work, but for me personally, I like to get down under 5% or even 3%, and that's just something that I notice because I get easily frustrated, and I won't try too many times. Yeah, I won't try too many times. If I see that prompt is not giving me what I need, I either give it to AI and have it fully, give me some alterations, or I just jump right in. Say again? Try to make times. You know what? So when you so at the top, at the very top of Pixio, you'll see something called prompt, and that's our prompt optimizer. And it's definitely going to get much
updates about models. We're using a mix of GPT 4
you know what?
So it's 5.4 and
that's our prompt optimizer.
Llama 4.
And it's definitely going to
I
get
asked that
much
because I use
models.
so currently what my workflow is I use GitHub Copilot.
That's good.
Right? That's normally for coding.
5.4.
But you can use it for a bunch of
and
so what I usually do, because it has like an agent mode type of thing.
Llama 4.
I just have to like create all the scripts and all that.
Yeah.
But what I noticed with my workflow is I use GitHub Copilot. It performs way better. Like normal open source 5.4. You can use it does really well with like what I usually do, like fine detailed structure, like logical elements. Like Gemini, the latest one, for which one it is.
Yeah.
What I noticed with my workflow 3.1 Pro is really good at like creative writing,
and also
so it's like you just have those
and also really good with lyrics as well.
Yeah, and that's why when if I'm doing manual stuff, I go right to machine, which you haven't seen, Gabe. So when you get a chance one day, shoot me a message and I'll show you. It's like an autonomous agent with every single model. And what's really good is it can go online and learn about the model you're using.
Yeah, and that's why when I'm
and then craft you like
I go right to
super in-depth scripts and dialogue and everything. It's so unbelievably good because it's a self-contained computer. So you're literally firing up your own computer just for this good is it can go online and it's able to save files. And so I use that instead of like Copilot or even AI Tutor because machine it understands the larger picture of what I'm trying to do, and it's on the web, so it's not tied to anything.
and it's able to go on the internet really easily. So with Coolgate, the machine is actually a pilot, or it has like a free daily thing. You can try it. It understands completely for free the larger picture of what I'm trying to do. And yeah, you can actually. Well, when I told you about it, we didn't have this. Now we do. So you can go there and log in and actually send a prompt, and you can see like what the difference is. It's really good. Nick was actually using it today. Completely for free.
Yeah, DM me.
What I'm trying to do. Yeah, you can actually. Well, when I told you about it, we didn't have this. Now we do. You can go there and log in and actually. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just telling them what the difference is. Now, also, guys, I wanted to show you this on stream because I didn't want to just do it. So I can hit this. It'll figure out what prompt should be the undertone for this, and then it'll generate the score. And so you can choose like any whatever you want, or do nothing. Now, also, just do it. Put it in here, and then eventually, when you're all done, you'll be able to make the whole thing. And what's really interesting is you can add more of these, and you can actually add more. So entirely new setups that are missing scene, script, visual prompt, and then you can just kind of hit regenerate again, or generate this segment, a new segment based on the story. And you don't have to tell the story. We send the story to the agent for you. So the agent knows everything about what you're doing or what you just did and the scene right before it. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick thing before I go have dinner about how to use the video agent, what it is, why it exists. But as always, you can go to the generate tab and you can just do anything in the generate tab. About the agent. Everything in the agent actually shows up in the generate tab, which is really nice. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick thing before. And it's so funny because sometimes ByteDance does not put a watermark. It's pretty crazy. No watermark. As always, you can go to the generate tab and you can just.
Wait, why did they add a watermark? What is the work?
Everything in the agent actually. Oh no! So check this out, Gabe. So Nick and Alicia built this for you guys. You go here, right? Choose your video. You go here. You just type no watermark. What they call it?
Wait, why did they add a
There's
What do you call it?
there's multiple ways you can.
No, but this is the easy way. What do you call it?
Bar.
So Nick and Alicia
Black
built
bar.
this for you guys. You go here.
Bar.
Yeah, right here. So you click this, Gabe. Black bar. If you're gonna use this model, choose the one that has like the watermark. So like in my case, it's this one. And then you just hit generate, and then it's gonna remove the watermark for you. No, but this is
Then there's also the other watermark remover, right?
Yep. Then there's another watermark.
Just search up
Water.
water.
Yeah, right you click this, Gabe. So there's two ways you can currently do it in Pixio, but they're doing it. Choose the one that has like the watermark. So like.
okay. I thought I was wondering.
Then you just hit generate, and then it's
it's
like
Then there's also the other.
they're afraid.
Honestly. But you know what's
then there's
funny?
another watermark.
Sometimes you'll luck out, and you'll get some generation
So there's two
without
ways you can
watermark.
currently do it in
So
Pixio, but
it
they're
really
doing
just kind of depends.
Yeah, and then like this generation, Gabe removed it. Look, it's
I was
perfect. Couldn't even tell. Yeah, it's like
Then there's
they're
also the other.
they're afraid.
But you know what's
Yep.
funny? Sometimes you'll luck out, and you'll get
And then-
some
Are you using
generation
Funky or
without
something?
No, it's something Alistair and Nick created in Python. Yeah, and then like this generation, Gabe. Yeah, they're getting crazy. They're like little monsters now, right, Nick? Yeah, Nick's coding like crazy man right now. They do crazy things.
And there's not really like any distortion or anything.
And then
Are you using Funky or something?
no, it's
Yeah,
something
you can even take
Alistair
it a
and
step
Nick created
further,
in
right?
Python.
Like,
Yeah, and
video
like this
upscaling.
generation, Gabe. Yeah,
And,
they're getting crazy. They're like little
And
monsters.
I say, you
Right,
know,
Nick?
it's still really good.
Coding
You
like
don't
crazy
actually
man
have to
right
even do that.
So do crazy things. True.
But
And there's-
you
there's
have
not-
everything here, you know. You have the voice, you have the music, you have
No,
the video, the image. You know, now it's just how do we these agents do it for us?
There's this.
It's still much more
Which they built also, Nick and Alistair. You can literally
but
choose
you
two
have
videos
everything here, you know. You
and
have
just
the
merge them
voice,
together.
You have the music,
And
you have
they merge in the order you give them. So like in this case, if I were to put these two episodes together, I would just do that. That's
how
that.
do we
If it fails, that's like a different story. But typically that's how you do it. And then here's the score that the agent choose two videos. You guys can hear that? Together. and they merge in the order you give them. So like in this case, if I were to put these two episodes together,
I don't know if you
if it fails,
banana
typically
workflow
that's how you do
to
it.
the video
And
agent.
then here's
Like
the
you know the
score.
idea said like
Oh, it's already done.
providing
Yeah. So if you go to the video agent, it's using it behind the scenes.
Yeah, you got
So you just like when you edit your photos or whatever,
okay.
it's gonna fire up Nano Banana Pro.
banana
It's really smart and it's choosing. Also, when you click an image on the sidebar, I don't know if you've seen this new thing. You can like edit or do next frame, and it'll bring up Nano Banana with your image. It's gonna fire up Nano Banana Pro.